this rude? Is this rude? Well, this is what is becoming normal nowadays. We're all constantly checking our phones. I mean, I know I am, but how couldn't we? It's like our connection to the online world. But wouldn't you rather be connected to real life? I would, because I know it's better for me. Cell phone addiction has become a very prevalent issue in teenagers in recent years because recent tech advancements are hooking teens on phones just like drug addictions do. With the reach of Wi-Fi spreading each and every day, it is becoming easier and easier for people to be on their phones whenever and wherever they want. The average American checks their phone about 80 times per day. That's once every 12 minutes. Cell phone addictions are being taken to new heights, with 31% of people saying they feel stressed when they're away from their phones. And on top of that, another 60% saying they feel anxious when their phone is away from them. People, particularly in my generation, have become so addicted to their devices that it is getting very difficult for people to not use their phones for even a couple of hours. Addictions like these prevent people from being able to work hard and focus. But a phone addiction does much more than distract people from schoolwork or responsibilities. It prevents people from having fun and enjoying their lives. Now that smartphones have become so ingrained in our culture, it's hard for us not to have a little bit of cell phone addiction. Don't get me wrong. We all know technologies like phones and tablets have had many benefits to society. But spending time playing useless games or pressing a like button on some random post, that time can be spent actually showing people what you like, or playing a game with your real friends, not just someone you met online. New research has been helping us to see the true negative effects of cell phone addiction on teenage brains, besides getting disconnected from society. Scientists have been using brain imaging to study the effects of cell phone addiction on teenage brains, and it has been found in many studies that addiction to a cell phone has basically been damaging people's ability to be attentive. They will also make you lose sleep. A study of healthy teenagers concluded that subjection to blue light between the hours of 9 and 11 p.m. reduces the production of melatonin, the chemical your body produces to help induce sleep. This means that on top of it being more difficult for you to fall asleep, your quality of sleep will be diminished, resulting in a worse quality of life. And nobody, a teenager or an adult, enjoys an entire day of exhaustion solely because of a phone. Cell phone addiction has also been directly tied to higher suicide rates amongst teens. And a study conducted between 2010 and 2015 found that daily hours of screen time leads to feeling more symptoms of alienation. 1 to 2 hours doesn't increase risk all that much, but once you get up to 4 and then even 5 hours and beyond, that's where there's much more of a significant risk of suicide attempts, thinking about suicide, and major depression. Addiction to a smartphone is not only diverting teenagers from success, but it is now becoming a dangerous issue. Cell phone addiction has become such a major problem to tackle because people are completely unaware of all the time they waste on their phones, so they do not know of their addiction. With a lack of awareness to this issue, teenagers' lives are progressively worsening without them knowing why. While cell phone addiction is a huge threat to the well-being of society, there are many ways to combat this issue. One possible solution is that family members can limit the time of other family members spent online. Parents can limit the time their kids are spending under their supervision. And another more possible effective solution is a sort of notification your phone could give you to aware you to the amount of time you've been spending on your phone, or maybe the amount of time you've been spending on a certain app. The phone could remind the person to take a break, to remind them that they've lost touch with reality, in the sense that they don't know how much time they're truly spending on their smartphones. If there was this sort of notification your phone could give you to show you exactly how much time you were spending on your phone, it would really be showing you how addicted you are. With this knowledge, people will try to cut back on time spent on their device and look for ways to break the chains their device has put on them. What we all need to do is reconnect to society by disconnecting from our phones. Thank you.